Welcome to the Volume Shift, the podcast where we don't raise our voices. We just adjust our understanding.
This is the space we created to bridge gaps, relationships, cultures, race, gender, and our past experiences.
And somewhere along the way, people stop listening and conversations start being about winning.
So you know we had to change that.
I'm Buck Doctors, the doctor without the doctrine.
I'm Jalil, urban activist.
And this is
This
the
is the
Volume
volume
Shift.
share.
Turn the volume up on that junk. I can't hear with all the noise. I need a volume shift. What up, though, man? We back
Man,
at it.
yeah, man, feeling good.
You know, we had urbanlife.tv, you know what I'm saying, podcast, and nothing wrong, you know what I mean? Just wanted to transition to something that we felt would be more powerful, you know what I'm saying?
Right, man, because, there's a lot of voices speaking right now and a lot of voices that's not getting heard, man. So we need to bridge those gaps and open up new communication pathways so we can, start to build and you know, collaborate more. Cause we all here just existing and it's time to live.
Straight like that. So yeah, man, you know, let's talk about it. Like, let's start simple. And as you was just speaking about it, like why we create this podcast.
And we just created this as a way and a means to bridge the gap between it could be us and somebody in South Africa, Southeast Asia, Russia, whoever. Like we got a whole lot that we need to talk about and, reclassify information and build a better relationship together, and even with my partners down the street, my neighborhood, people that we work with, people that we shop and get our stuff from the store, everybody, we need to start communicating more, and that's what this is for.
Yeah. With it, we louder than ever, you know, in society, but like less connected. You know what I mean? And that's due to, I believe, like allowing other people to be your communication. You
Back
know what I
then.
mean? Like TV, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Most times you think about a bad neighborhood from watching the news, and you never really been there. You know what I'm saying? So your whole judgment come from that. And not like you said, like a lived experience. You know what I mean? So we feel like these conversations we about to start having with guests and amongst ourselves, it's gonna change a lot. You know what I mean? So let's dive right into it though.
Mhm.
Like what does the volume shift mean to you?
Man, it mean everything to me, man, because it's too many people having conversations, but ain't nobody getting heard out here, man. That's the nutshell of it to me, man. Like I hear a lot of people talking, but in this society now, if you don't got some type of status, they not listening. They not trying to hear that. You feel me? So this is a space that we created, like where all that don't exist.
I mean, the shift is willingness, you know what I mean? Like to adjust, not mute yourself, you know, be overpowered by somebody else, but like meet people where they are. But like for me, the volume shift is really like shifting those voices that's louder than your own, educating yourself, you know what I mean? Like and really digging within to really see like what's of you, you know what I mean? And bringing that voice more to the front. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm afraid. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when you ask that, you allow like a opening for things to come in. You feel me? When you
And
get raised by when you get raised by people who was with certain ideologies, and then you inherit them, you know what I mean? Because you was born to this family.
Mhm.
It's like at a point, if you don't separate it and start listening to your own voice,
Mhm.
because maybe some of that stuff is true, but if it was from their generation, then it's probably past. You
Mm,
feel me? So
probably.
therefore, like we using old ideologies and things in this day and time, and it don't match. You get me? For me, that's the volume shift. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's a great breakdown, bro. Like, that's a real good breakdown. Like, and then
Dig
it's
it.
like understanding that, like, you don't really gotta agree with somebody either to like understand them. Like you can still, be I don't know, you can still be involved in certain things and do what you want to do or whatever. But it's just gotta be like some type of mutual meeting spot where like you get to say your side, I get to say my side, but not in no debate form. Casual setting. We just busting it up and learning about each other. Like I think that need to happen more. So it's just like in certain places, man, it's like the disconnect is so strong that like you feel it. Certain areas is like, man, I don't want to be around here. And that's like no
Yeah,
matter
man.
what culture, that don't matter what race, what gender. You feel me? Like we all go through that, but I feel as though the more we know each other, like, the lesser that it'll be.
Right. And that's the point of us creating this John, and especially with the hopes that people really listen with they listening ears. You know what I'm saying? And begin to realize it for themselves. Like I'm not gonna be talking at people to tell them that this what they should be doing or this the volume shift that they should be on. But like through our conversations, I'm hoping that it influences people to make their own decisions on their own. You know what I mean? Like wow, I ain't realized that, but now that I'm thinking that, let me try it. You get what I'm saying? And because the stuff that you got in you now, you didn't even contest. So it would be crazy for you to contest what we presenting,
Yeah.
especially if it, especially if it sounds good to you. You get what I'm saying? Like it sound real. It sound, genuine, straight up. It sound like why would they just be telling us this? What would be the benefit to them?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like it's not a scheme or it don't sound like you get what I'm saying. So, but nonetheless, let's get into us. You know what I mean? It's the first episode. You know what I mean? And we breaking down. What we gonna be all about and everything. So I just want people to get into us a little bit too. You feel me? So who are you like behind the titles and the labels?
Man, beyond the titles, labels, and all the expectations, man, I'm just like, hey, man, I'm a God-fearing bull. Like, you feel me? I'm a father. Like, I'm family. You feel me? I'm community activist. Like, that's just me in a nutshell, man. I'm not gonna add none new professional titles, none of that, man. Like, no labels, none of that stuff, bro. It's just me, Jalil, man, that urban activist, bro.
Yeah.
Right, what about you, man?
So I'm Dion F. Morrison, man, like Frederick, you know what I mean? Like, a name that was given to me by my parents. You know what I mean? Like I'm a human being, you feel me? I was presented life, you know, without acts, you know what I mean? But I'm grateful for it to be here talking and speaking and everything, and kinda in the race of understanding all of that, you know what I mean, as other humans are, and it's just, unfortunate that certain humans, they're rather manipulated and use it for power and all of that and division, and, you know what I'm saying, more of a conquering the world type of shit than, like to enjoy it and make the best of this plane, you feel what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
and I'm fair, I'm understanding, I'm of more information, less of the problem, and that's without no titles or nothing, like, you feel what I'm saying?
Is that what helped shape your voice?
Just learning, like, being more of a observer throughout my life, right? And you could probably go into, like, a sad story or something to where it's like a lot of adults in my younger life, in my childhood, you speak when you spoken to and you don't be in adult business and all of that type of stuff, right? But what it did for me is like it made me lower my voice and like start hearing everybody else's voice. You get what I'm saying? And start understanding like how people view things and you listen long enough, they'll tell you everything. You feel me? Like
Word, word.
they'll show you everything that you need to know about them or what have you. You feel me? So I was a listener, bro. I'll listen like I observe so much, and then I come from questions too. Like I ask a bunch of questions, like, "And why you think like that? Why you like?" You know what I mean? Like, it's intriguing for me to understand like how humans all think, because we all like can move and do all this type stuff, right? Because we human and we can think and all that, but it's like why yours different than mine? That's intriguing to me. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm like, wow, it's amazing that you don't know me and you could think all of this stuff about me. A lot of people get mad about that type shit. Bitch, you don't know me. I'll be intrigued, like, and you said I'm what? Okay. And how you generate that, like, without me giving it to you or like, you feel me? So when you start putting stuff in perspective like that, it make them look back at their mirror like, oh, but yeah, man, but being able to speak on it and like give voice and power to it is more recent now. Cause like, I think cause I didn't age, you know what I'm saying? And now
Mm,
my give a fuck button is like, and I know, the give a fuck ain't just, I don't give a fuck, just I don't give a fuck, but like, now that I done experienced life enough that I know better. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and now I really understand why I ain't into all that other stuff. And I could proudly say it. You feel me? Like, cause when you growing up in a hood environment, you try and please, you try and stay amongst.
mm.
When you get older, it's like you so separate. It's like,
Why wouldn't I just move to South Carolina or some shit? You feel
yeah,
me?
like
Right?
what's more important is my family now that I done developed.
Gonna lie, like that's what shaped my like experience like the most, man. Like it's like the growth, getting older, like having a family, being a husband and shit. Like that helped me step my game up mentally, bro, and it helped me build like stronger. When I ain't had those things, bro, I was out here kind of living wild. I ain't gonna lie,
Mhm.
but I guess that was just like at the time I thought that was suitable for the time, but it wasn't. Like you feel me? That was part of the trickery. Man, you know the hood gonna cap you up. That shit is fun and games and all that, but to a certain extent, bro, and that shit always end. And it's never when you think. So it's like, man, I had to learn how to use my voice in places where it mattered, man, in a business meeting, at a bid proposal, at mandatory, walkthroughs and all that, where I had to talk and what I had to say, it had to be valuable. That's where I started using my voice, and that's when I realized, like, that most of it came from experiences that I grown and went through and got through. You feel me? That's it, man. Did you ever like? Was it a point that you realized like the world saw things differently than you?
Shit, it's like, when we was coming up, like, probably me more than you, or, in the mixture of that generation, like, we ain't really, well, yeah, with the Cambodians in middle school, you know what I mean? Jay Cook Middle School, we got into it with them, so that was like a race thing, like a culture clash. You know what I mean? Like blacks versus the Cambodians or what have you. So everybody that went to Cook around 98, 99, y'all know like that shit was crazy. It was wild. It was a few days too, like on some war shit you read about, like that, it lasted. Like that shit really lasted like a
Yeah,
couple days and shit, where it was Royal Rumble type shit. But we still ain't we was kids, you know what I mean? So
mm,
I don't know if we understood that, you know. But we learning shit, through, well, we probably got white teachers, you know what I mean? So we learning, how they see us. But that's according to like one on one, right? Like
yeah,
experience wise. Like
yeah,
I'm in a class, but I ain't getting into it to where as though she telling me how she view the world and her clash with me or whatever. But I
mm,
think nowadays, it's so social media now and we can see the world and people voice their opinion on some First Amendment type shit, like freedom of speech
mhm,
type shit, where, you know what I mean? Like some people letting it know. And then, people in the South say like it be open to where as though, over here in the East, like it be kind of underneath snakish, like back doors, like, you know what I mean? Like meaning like the racism ain't
yeah,
blatantly out there, but it's probably more system wise up here than straight, white people not liking black people and shit.
yeah, bro. And now at this point, bro, it's scientifically proven, bro. That shit is trauma, and like trauma can be passed down generationally. Like it can be passed down from your grandmom to your mom to the daughter, to the son, like is in your genes. So it's like that's something that like all right, it's real touchy. Cause it's like we gotta unlearn that. Like, although we don't wanna feel uncomfortable being around some of these other races, but it's like every time you look here, something happening to us. Every time you look here, something being said about us. Every time you look here, oh, they ain't work hard enough. Oh, da 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 da. Like I don't know, bro, and that make it scary. That make it scary to like give your true natural self to these other people when they just turn their back. But that's why like I realized like part of being a man is doing shit that's hard, bro. Even things that's not favorable to you or that you think that that I don't know, like, but I know that bridging this gap and like seeing the actual reason, bro, like and hearing the actual reasons why these feelings come and where they came from and all that. I'm ready to get into that, to be honest, bro, because it's like, man, every day, bro, I give my best. Every day the bro give his best. Like all the people that I'm around, my neighbors, they go to work every day. Nobody around me sell drugs, do none of that other shit. You feel me? Everybody really getting money legit, bro. And it's like, damn, for the narrative to still be some bullshit. No, bro. Turn that shit off. You feel me? Turn that shit off, bro. This is what you turn on right here, bro. Cause we about to show you.
Yeah,
So that's the get like in a little bit of some of the gaps that we gonna be addressing. I ain't even gonna lie, cause it's not gonna be all peaches and cream on this joint either. Like we gotta have them tough conversations as well too.
yeah, but it's all gonna be
It's
in the
all love
vein of,
though.
improving and
Hey,
allowing, people to to speak they speak. You know what I'm saying? But like at a point you gonna have to realize, is this your voice or is it somebody else's voice?
right, real
And
right.
that's when we can have a meaningful conversation, like, you feel me? And we listed the gaps that we wanna, fulfill on purpose or bridge on purpose. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And probably along the way you'll find that we gonna be bridging all kinds of gaps that we ain't even realize.
Some
You feel?
freestyle gaps and all that, but hey, man,
You
like
know what I
we
mean?
we opened the can, bro. So that's what it is, man. But most of some of our gaps is gonna include gaps between races, genders, relationships, generational trauma, as I just said, masculinity and femininity. You feel me? Like real rap. So we really gonna get into it, man. This not the fluff John, bro. This not gonna be one of them fluff Jones.
Yeah.
So you might want to bust out a motherfucking book or record this for later.
Real conversations. We gonna have like, definitely like send stuff in that you would wanna know while we doing it, right? Like, cause I'm here with it, right? Like being able to understand why people even think think a way about you. That's gonna be like so exciting, man. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm like.
so I really want to get people on this joint that's gonna really like be them true selves.
Not like just people that just agree, right? Like we talking
And
about
I want
people.
right, because I want you to see the real transaction that's gonna give the real transition. You feel what I'm saying? Like when it's so live like that, it's like, cause the stuff I'ma ask you, if you real, you gonna say it. But when you say it, you gonna realize, you feel me? So you ain't gonna have no choice but to, shift your volume. You know what
Right,
I'm
bro.
saying? So then the nigger get a little lower.
Like
You
shit.
get what I'm saying? Like the nigger get a little lower.
So yeah, you can bet your ass, bro. We going to get guests who don't always just agree with us or with each other. Like it's gonna be different. Like we setting this up to where as though like it ain't no buddy balling. There's no teams. You feel me? Every man for themselves, but in a learning setting, man. We just gonna learn what we all got going on. And then, after the grit, it might get crazy sometimes with some of these conversations, but we always going to try to bring it back to where it need to be. Like, you feel me?
Yeah. But live, man. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of things can't be edited. You know what I'm saying? Like you sometimes, I don't know how the entertainment world go, but like controversy, healthy, healthy controversy. You know what I'm saying? Like you might get heated. You feel me? Because that's the whole point. Like you don't understand how people think the way they think. Sometimes you get what I'm saying. So, but if you sit back and allow it to come in, and then they, you know, more information, then it become less of the problem. Like that, I might not fuck with that, like you said, but like I understand it. You know what I'm saying?
Real rap.
And you gonna have to, like, most likely because whoever taught you was the same teacher who tried to put it out to us.
Right, right, bro. It's
You know?
crazy. So you know it's gonna get heated though, man. When we talk about like relationships, like different ones, romantic, platonic, you know what I mean? Even family relationships or whatever, like, you know, like conversations about masculinity, femininity without shame and either. So I don't know. I'm interested to see like where the shift gonna take us. You know what I mean?
And I'm already knowing. You heard me like, like that shit gonna shift. You know what I'm saying? Because relationships need to, uh, shift.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because based on this society of the voices that we didn't allowed to lead us, like once the volume shift hit, you'll realize like I can't do this person. You gotta find your person. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and that's gonna take honesty to yourself to be like, no, I don't want to just date just to have somebody. Then you're gonna realize like having standards ain't just like a bougie type thing. It's like really
Yeah.
something significant. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the carrier will respect, like, no disrespect, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for this caliber type of person. And then you really can start building.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All this other shit for fake.
You tell people about themselves and they get like defensive. You feel me? Like, and I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's one of my things too, bro. Like, I try to grow better with that. I get defensive sometimes, bro. Cause like, all right, I go my hardest every day. So like when people say certain things, like my 24/7 is staying on point, making sure this is right, doing this, doing this. So when somebody sees something else at first, my shit be like, oh. But then upon review, I be like, damn, right. You feel me? So it's like instead of just being defensive and like I'm really trying to work through that too as well. Not everybody, like, you feel me? Because everybody don't have access to the information. Sometimes we even rap as bros and you be like, no, bro, like you shouldn't do this or you shouldn't say it like this because blah, blah, blah. I be like, no, bro. And then I'm like, damn, you right. But then that goes back to like the transparency of this shit, then what we getting into, bro.
And all it is the volume shift.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you gotta shift the volume of like what's louder in your head. You feel what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
motherfucker won't listen to a bum, a homeless person, excuse my language. You know what I'm saying? But you'll listen to the niggas around you that show you like what they experience do. But you won't listen to the homeless person, right?
Yeah.
So if that volume shifted and you start listening, it'll probably register or connect more.
Mm-hmm.
And we, as humans, we are each other's mirrors. So I can't let you die. You feel me? So I gotta say the stuff that's gonna be meaningful, that's gonna benefit you, not to be your friend, to be pleasing or like, you know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't be your friend if I don't say
Yeah,
the
bro.
thing that the thing that either bother me or the thing that I foresee that's going to be a thing for you, a danger for you, or a mishap for you. You get what I'm saying? Like, so that's what I be on. Like, you feel what I'm saying? And thank God that you able to have an air that you can shift the volume in.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
But
right.
but the way life work, you gonna hear it regardless. It might not be in that moment, but you heard it.
Yeah, yeah, all right.
You feel
You
what I'm
gonna feel
saying?
it. Either
Like, you
one,
heard
bro.
it. You
That's
get what
why
I'm
it's like,
saying?
Yeah, bro. And this is like, even though we give us some real life experience and like we what we rap about, and most of the people who was on Urban Life, they already know how we get down. But we just want y'all to understand that this podcast and this platform here, this not just about our voices. It's about yours, like for sure, for sure. So we need to see what y'all thinking, what y'all got on y'all minds. Like, what's some questions that y'all want to hear from us? Like, what y'all got going on? What's the plan?
What gap do you need to bridge? You know what I'm saying?
For sure, man. Cause I know we got a ton of questions. Like, so even if you scared to ask a question, like, give us the question. Like, we might
Mm.
start, asking questions for other people, to protect their identities and shit like that. I don't know. We might get crazy with it. But we'll see how that work out.
But yeah, man, we here to shift the volume and bridge the gaps. You know what I'm saying? Like even between sisters, you feel me? Like Glorilla and her sister going through it is like jump on this joint, man, bridge the gap. You feel what I'm saying? Like because it's only a conversation that need to be had. You feel me? And I feel like we can produce something, you know, question wise. That's why I love questions because questions bring out like the own realization. You get what I'm saying? So it don't feel like I'm talking at you. I'm guiding, I'm directing you or whatever, or I'm influencing you. However, it's more like if you can hear the things coming out your mouth and you listen, you be like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm like, you ain't watch your own video? Cause if you listen to that joy, you press go to send that out, we got some mental things that we got
Bro,
like
right, bro.
the bungle, you know what I'm saying? Like that. But that's what we here to present. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't think this is out here, but it's so needed. You know what I mean? And I'm glad that we was able to put our heads together and come up with this John. You know what I mean? The volume shift, that name was just brilliant. You feel me? Like, and you know what I'm saying? The whole logo and everything like that. So y'all look forward to like merch, you know what I'm saying? Merch, sayings, everything, man.
Right.
We we gonna really, you know, do it
And
up, man.
services, bro. We gonna have services, man. We gonna have free trainings. We gonna have paid trainings. We gonna have a lot of different stuff going on, man. Cause like this time, it's not just gonna be me and bro. Like we bringing the whole community in. So other owners and other business owners that we gonna be working with and that we know now, we gonna build something big. Cause like the volume shift, that's what we on this time around. And we know to really bridge gaps, like we gotta bridge some paper. You feel me? So we gonna be
But
wholly transparent. So we gonna learn how to get some paper together too, and
yeah,
that'll
see,
definitely.
from bridging them gaps, man, that creates the allies. You feel me?
Yeah.
Direct to the consumer through the products, through the, you know what I'm saying, the produce. Like, imagine a line open up where we can connect and get straight. You feel me? So that allows for different, you know, worlds to open up. You
All
get what
right.
I'm saying? And so that's why I'm saying, like, I feel like leading this way, you know, and generally just wanting the volume to shift just so we can bridge the gaps and allow other things, to transpire. You get what I'm saying? And yeah, that's going to produce money.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, the whole goal truly is to do this first, not, you know what I'm saying? Like the money.
Yeah, we ain't. That's just gonna come.
No, not for you. Just just speaking to like so people can understand, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what it is.
Yeah, man.
So this just the beginning.
Mhm. Like,
We not here to, finish conversations, like, but we here to start them, because you realize, like I said earlier, you don't even know me and you got a judgment about me or something. That's like, that mean we ain't even get to conversate, bro. Let's have a conversation. And then after that, if you still feel those ways, then cool. All right, that must be what it is. But at least had a conversation with me.
so that's what we bringing this round, man. Like real rap, open communication, networking,
Yeah,
idea
man.
bridging, brainstorming, like conflict resolution, all that, bro. Like that's what we on, man. So stay tuned.
And that's what it is. So you know what? If this episode, resonate with you, you know what I mean, share it, like it, let folks know, you know what I mean? Subscribe.
Real rap, like, share, subscribe. We not playing, dog. We can see that shit. It's like, no. I'll at y'all later, man. It's Jalil, the urban activist.
Fuck doctors, you know what I mean? The doctor without the doctrine.
And this is the volume shift.
Business shifting out, you know what I'm saying? Turn the volume up on that junk. I can't hear with all the noise. I need a volume shift, 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 shift.